Were you taken to another planet, to a mothership? How did they communicate with... Can you tell me what they look like? Can you tell me how many of them there were? Were you given food?
But the teachers are alive. They're not books. They are the very living essences of nature itself.
What a strange person.
Unbelievably powerful supercomputer that's running our reality, and we don't have a clue as to how to operate it.
So when maybe you or somebody else creates an AGI system and you get to ask her one question, what would that question be?
What's outside the simulation?
Say in your mind, say to yourself, I am more than my physical body, because I am more than physical matter. I can perceive that which is greater than the physical world.
Do not know all the answers to the questions about reality. Do not claim to know the ultimate truth about life. I seek that which has been made hidden as a part of a family and explorers of consciousness. I'm the void.
Welcome to Lighting the Void.
All broadcasting from New York, upstate, near the Great Lakes, it's Lighting the Void, and I'm your host, Joe Root, and it's the first live broadcast of the new year, 2021. Welcome back. Glad to have every one of you guys back here. Tonight, it's Monday Night Madness, right? That means we're not going to be doing the whole guest thingamajigga, whatever. We're going to do 2021 predictions, so I want you guys to call in and you tell us what you think is going to happen. And we'll see who's right. Joining us tonight is going to be the Nightstocker, as well as the Reverend Dan Lopez. And maybe, if we're lucky, we'll get some fancy callers. 1-800-588-0335. The Nightstalker's here with us. What's up, brother?
What's going on, brother? Happy New Year, everybody.
Yeah.
Sure of the year.
How did it go for you? Are you sticking to your resolution so far?
So, I mean, I'm trying to think of some right now. So I haven't broken them because I haven't really made them yet. But it was pretty boring New Year's for me. I had to work, unfortunately. They gave us Christmas off, so they didn't give us New Year's off. You know, we can only be so lucky.
Oh man, that sucks.
So, yeah, I went into 2021 the same way 2020 felt, just inside a supermarket, slaving away. You know, but it wasn't bad.
Mine was, I got to take it like a vacation, like
I know, brother.
A real vacation. You know how some people say they go on vacation and really all they're doing is just like, taking time off. That's it.
Yeah, the old staycation. Yeah.
That's a stay. I took, it's like all right. Well, I'm not going to lie. I took a vacation. Like my grandma used to take us out on these vacations where you go to town and you just stay in a hotel. No. Like I went on a real vacation. Like my soul's invigorated, dude.
Nice, dude.
Like seriously,
awesome,
everybody should take a real vacation at least once in their life, I think.
I haven't been on a real vacation in 15 years, probably.
Me neither, man. It was pretty rad, and I think it was awesome actually. So so lots to think about, lots of new stuff we're gonna do. 2021 is gonna be way better than 2020. I don't give a damn. What could you throw at us now? Hopefully The Reverend Dan Lopez is here with us. Are you here, Dan?
I guess so.
Yeah, you are. All right.
Is it worse?
Oh, that's better. So much better. So we got
better.
The Reverend Dan Lopez and the Nightstocker here. And I mean, we're missing a couple of essential people, but you know what I'm thinking about doing is like moving the show maybe an hour or two earlier. And then like putting Ryan on an hour or two earlier and really like making a decent schedule out of this whole thing. I don't know. We're working out the kinks. But tonight I wanted everybody, you know, we can kick this thing off too, but I want to see what you guys actually think is going to happen in 2021. And I want to hear everybody else's predictions too. Art Bell used to do this, but it was totally boring because people would keep predicting the same stuff. And like, some of it was accurate, but you know, like I want to hear some really kind of super specific predictions that I think, that people think are going to happen. Like, for instance, don't just say, well, there's going to be a natural disaster somewhere. Like, tell me where, what's going to happen. Where are the aliens going to land? You know, that kind of thing. So,
that's tough. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
You're asking us right now, or is that for the callers to call in and tell us?
No, we'll go around here real quick, but I do want to thank, real quick, the people that do support the show, because believe it or not, this always happens to me. I took a vacation and some people stopped supporting me. Womp, womp, womp. Why does that happen? Can you tell me why that happens? I really want to know.
I can't tell you, brother. I can't tell you.
I have no idea why that happens. But let me just give a quick shout out to these people as promised because they deserve it. All right. Zach, the esoteric scholar, KC, Christina, Deborah, Scotty, 8 Circuits, Krasnor, Chris, McKinney, David, Azriel, Q7, Sue, Nix, Casey, Marley, Steezy, Stephen Haynes, Jim Brong, LJD, Sammy, James Saucedo, Corey, Barbara, Tammy, Robin, Kelly, Kim, Andrew, Janine, James, Tam, Alyssa, Connie, Debbie D, Tom A, Tom Wolf, Malorcas, Teresa, Lynn, Nick, and B. Thank you guys, man, for keeping this going. And honestly,
there's a new Steezy Stevie volume. You see that?
Yeah. Did y'all hear it?
I heard the beginning of it. It's fire.
Yeah, it is. Like he knows I love that movie Interstellar, so he likes to do that DJ switch up stuff so he could barely hear it. And I don't know if I can tell anybody this, Dan, but you've been mixing it up on the tables though, haven't you? Huh? Can I talk about that or no? Too late.
If anybody follows me on Instagram, they already know.
Fair enough.
And nobody follows me on Instagram, so
I don't have Instagram. I'm a Facebook guy.
Follow Dan on Instagram. I listened to it and I was dancing my arse off the whole time. It was badass. Nothing like a good DJ. All right.
I found this video earlier this morning when I got out of work. It was it's on my Facebook, but it's this random guy, this musician from Canada, and he takes like dumb internet drama, like people arguing online, and he turns it into bangers. He's like it's like a 50-second song, and it's unbelievable. I probably listened to it like 100 times.
You gotta let me hear that.
It's so funny. I don't know how to play it on here.
He posted it.
I don't know how to post it in the chat. If you go to my Facebook, it's the first post.
Yeah, it's on his Facebook.
Yeah, I post it. Like I'm dude.
So funny.
I've been just running ragged. I got to rewire some stuff too, so I've been running ragged since I got back from vacation. But I'm telling you this, like I'm a gypsy in a way, so I can tell you. After the vacation, my new goal is to get the hell out of New York. I got to tell you, man, I cried when I got. I'm just saying, like
it's cold. It's cold up here now,
dude. It's like living on the wall up here, man. In Game of Thrones, it gets dark early. It's cold. It's depressing, you know. And then when you get,
I warned you.
You did warn me. Everybody warned me, but you know, like I gotta experience this stuff for myself, right? So, what is the weird day? Oh. It's National Weigh-In Day, Trivia Day, Hypnotism Day, Spaghetti Day. And here's the weird statistic for today. The first Monday on the year is supposedly when there are more divorces filed ever. This is statistically the day that there are more divorces filed on any other day. This day. You believe that?
I guess people's New Year's resolutions.
That's got to be.
start a
That's got to
single
be
life.
it, right? It's part of people's New Year's resolution to just like, all right, I'm done with this person. Done. You know, that's the day.
So January 1st, they make the resolution, and January 4th, they go through with the resolution.
Yeah, it's Monday. Time to do it. So,
do you think that's like more like start happening more this year with COVID, or like with the everyone quarantined together, or do you think it's happening less? Like
I think
people
it's
kind of stuck together now, or
dude, I would think it would be happening more, honestly, because if you're trapped with a certain person that they're like when you're with somebody that you don't want to be with, it's one thing that you can kind of like get away from them, but if you're quarantined with them, that's a whole nother thing, like they super attached to you, and there's always one that doesn't want to leave, and that person's like they get to use COVID for an excuse. Well, I can't, yeah.
I can't go outside; it'll get me. I'm safe in here with you.
But
I don't know, man.
Did you guys make a New Year's resolution though? Like, I want to hear something deep. Tell me something deep. Not, I plan on wearing longer sleeve shirts the rest of the year, something stupid. Like, what's the deepest resolution that you come up with this year?
On like a regular level, I want to try to cut back on smoking a little bit. I'm gonna smoke a little too much, I think.
Smoking what?
Smoking a little too much weed. Not too much, but just I want to balance it out. Maybe tipping one side, like tipping too far to one side.
You smoke more joints than I do cigarettes a day, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, I smoke a lot.
But you're a functional smoker though. It's different, man. Like Graham Hancock was a functional smoker. You remember he talking about that stuff when he wrote most of those books, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like most of people's opinion on smoking is from like the early stages, when it's like a really, really big experience. Like it's more like a cup of coffee. Like I'm more tired when I don't smoke, which also is a problem. Like I don't really get that high anymore. So that would be nice to.
Oh, it'd be nice to get high.
It'd be nice to experience it a little bit more. Right now it's more like a crutch. It's not in a good place with it. Not in a bad place with it, but it's just one of those things I'd like to maybe cut back a little bit. But
that's
good.
Dan? See, that's deep. That's personal. What about you, Dan? What do you got?
What do I got? I'm looking it up.
You're looking it up? All right.
I got another one if you want.
It starts with this. It's like, look, at one point, I thought the spiritual questions of life were the most important things to discover.
Mm-hmm.
That is until I had a few months left to live.
Oh.
So now I'm just trying to enjoy what
you're just trying to enjoy the small things, right?
Yep.
That's the true
secret. I
gotta
tell you, dude. I gotta tell you, like, I think you're gonna live longer than you think. You've already done that, though, dude.
The thing is that I've been told. I can count on both hands how many times I've been told, "Yo, we thought you were dead. Yo, you shouldn't be alive." I mean, from the motorcycle accident when I lost my face, the times that I went into the freaking rehab when they freaking told me that I had so much cocaine in my system that legally, technically, I should not be alive at all. I should have had a heart attack and died already. So, and then the heart things and everything like that, and
So you ain't going nowhere. You ain't.
It ain't my time.
No.
But as soon as I say it ain't my time, that'll be my time.
No.
No, you're going like the rest of us by a giant asteroid colliding into the earth.
Dude, I really believe that's the one thing that like it doesn't go until it actually is your time. You can like predict it or say that I caused it or whatever. I really believe everybody has the time. I've always believed that. I think you could cheat it, but whatever.
It scares the hell out of me, honestly, thinking about it. Dan, I don't know how you did it. Like, that's really scary. That's tough stuff, man.
Well,
what part of it scares you?
I'm not scared of like the other side. I'm scared of like how it's gonna happen. Like, I'm terrified of like the pain, the possible pain. It could be like a motorcycle accident. That's terrifying to me. Like,
Oh, it happened so fast. You didn't even know. Yeah, but it's like if you see it coming, that's a different story. You're like,
true.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Well, I've had one
when
minor.
it happens, it's like, forget it. It just happens, you know.
What's it like? What's it
It'll
like
be
in the
so
moment? Like,
fast. It's a quick. In the
oh, yeah.
moment, I
Yeah.
don't even know because it happened like that, and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
next thing I know, it my head slapped against the freaking chain link fence and then hit the pole, and they said that I was down.
Jeez.
I got
Oh,
right back
man.
up, and then went right back down.
Oh,
Oh my God, dude.
you got up
You're a
right away.
tough son of a bitch, man. You're like a triple fire sign, though. By the way,
Quadruple.
quadruple fire sign.
That's
By the way, this is supposedly the year of the Aries. So if you're if you got Aries in your chart, especially in like the first 3 signs, you're gonna kick ass this year. I mean, the predictions are off the chart, really. So for Dan, it's gonna be like top level. I think, you know,
big year.
big, massive year. I think you should just like DJ, become super famous, and just like everything in one year. It would be awesome if you did that.
Yeah, just get it out of the way. Might as well, you know, if you're hanging around anyway.
Yeah, it would be.
Might as well get super famous.
Yeah, it would be
And I'll
cool.
go out in a blaze of glory.
Look, I got to tell you guys a crazy story, but let's take this phone call line 905 area code Southern Ontario area. Who are we speaking with?
This is Kaz from Canada. Hey, Joe, Nightstocker, Reverend Lopez. How you guys doing? Happy New Year.
Hey, Kaz.
Hey,
What's up,
guys,
man?
Happy New Year.
You got a New Year's prediction? Like, what do you predict for 2021?
Well, you know, I'll be quick. It's not. I wouldn't call it prediction. More like a feeling that I have. There's a couple ones I have. If I may mention them.
Please.
Shoot.
Okay, so the first thing is I think that in 2021, many people are going to go through. Many people may feel a shock, and connected to that, I think a year from now, the more and more of us in Canada and U.S., more so in Canada because you had 8 years of Obama, but I think that we're going to not allow mainstream news, doctors, especially doctors, and the government to influence us without question. Like there's good people and family members I know that this Christmas they couldn't hug each other. I don't ever seen somebody not allow you to say you can't hug your mom or dad. Number one, you know.
Yeah, that sucks. You see those stupid things like with the sheets, like "come hug me," and they got those like, what do they call it? Like cellophane things? They're hugging each other, and that's crazy, man. Hug your family members for Pete's sake. Look, now I went on vacation. Nobody was wearing masks. Nobody got sick that I know of. We all had a ball. I'm telling you, where I went, it was like bullshit. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying COVID's not real. It's definitely a contagious cold, but so is the cold. Okay. So.
But you just said it right there. It's a contagious cold. It's a flu.
That's it.
You know, and I think there's I think some doctors on your show and other shows, they've talked about the numbers between the deaths from this flu and other flus. But again, people may be shocked, you know, when they, now connected to that, like I think there may be, I don't want to pretend I know, but there may be some celebrities or artists or musicians of actors of shows that we've all liked and bands of music that just rocks, you know, like that may shock some people.
Yeah, well.
Like, what do you mean? Like, they die or that they turn on us?
So, yeah, be a little bit more specific. What do you mean?
Gotcha. Okay, well, I believe that there are, like, I think we're going to, manifestos had to be made public since 9/11, so I think we're going to see many prominent names in, like, you name it, the media that are going to be on that, and that's just a peek behind the veil.
Okay.
They're going to be
You
on
mean
what?
like
Exposed for what?
Exposed. Well, Epstein was connected to pedophilia.
Oh.
And,
okay.
Yeah. And connected to that, I believe our Prime Minister, Princess Justine. Now, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Princess Justine.
I can't see that thing being in our Prime Minister like by March. But again, I'm not going to say that's by that date. But another, if I may quickly, I remember 2018, President Trump made executive orders to seize assets of those interfering in elections. And I've heard lots of reports in the independent media about how one potential thing that's happened is that during this whole COVID thing, there's been many negative leaders and billionaires and elites and a lot that their assets have been seized. I think that's bottom line. I can go on explaining, but 2021 is going to be a year of healing, abundance, and awakening.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm totally with you on that. I'm totally with you on that. Thanks for your call, brother. So
Thank you. Have a great night, guys.
You too, man.
You too, Kaz.
There's the first predictions right there. Like some more celebrities getting busted out for like bad stuff. That's probably going to happen. Man, we got to start this off with ours. You know, I honestly believe, I'll just go ahead and start this. I honestly believe this is going to be the year, not disclosure, but what should I call it? More official government UFO sightings, not just from the military side of things, but I'm talking about, it's already starting, but we're going to have it's going to be like the biggest year of UFO sightings and UFO whistleblowers, like CIA agents, government officials, people like that coming out and saying, okay, it's real. Like this year.
Did you see that thing? There's like the new 180 days until the government, the Pentagon or whatever, has to disclose about the UFOs that signed in this $2.3 trillion
what
plan, like to give us money or whatever. It's in part of it, like the Senate attached a part saying that the Pentagon has to disclose everything about UFOs in 180 days. And at the last minute, it got attached to the bill.
Yeah, but how are they going to enforce that? Really?
But it's just weird they put it in there, and it's a news story now, you know. So like, if they aren't gonna do it, why even mention it?
Yeah, because
so it's weird.
The whole point is to stir up talk. It's not really to get the information. That's what I'm thinking.
Could some kind of blue beam scenario happen, or like, do they want us talking about UFOs for some reason? Like,
yeah, because they're gonna be. Think about it. They just launched the Space Force, right? Like. What are they called? Guardians?
Guardians.
Yeah. So we got the Space Force Guardians now. And we already had a few people come out, even some old people that used to hold office in other countries talk about UFOs are real. They're prepping us for what Werner von Braun, whatever his name is, talked about, man. Invasion. They already did the meteor stuff. They already talked about that. That didn't really scare us that much, but that gave them an excuse to create what? Space weapons and deflectors. Come on. Now it's going to be aliens so we can get the whole weaponize the stuff. That's what it's about.
So in what form do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's like they're going to fake an invasion or just tell us something's coming?
I don't even think they have to do that. I think they're just going to I
think they do. I think it has to be big. Like,
it's got to be. It's got to be something different for sure. Like big and different. Like look at that. It's a definite threat. Kind of thing.
In Watchmen, not to spoil the comic of Watchmen from the 80s, but the way like the smartest man in the world decided to fix humanity. It was during the Cold War between Russia and the United States, and it was going to be a nuclear war. Like we were going to kill ourselves. So he thought that the way to fix it was to do a false flag on New York City by killing like 3 million people in New York. And the way he did it was by dropping a giant squid onto New York City, and that's how Watchmen ended. And figuring that, and then like that's kind of what I think is going to happen, some kind of interdimensional rift. Another thing that they've been like really throwing at us a lot in the zeitgeist is the idea of the multiverse. Like they're really at all levels, like in actual science, but mainly in science fiction. It's all multiverse this, multiverse that.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to open some kind of rift, some kind of portal is going to open up this year. I don't know. Think about this time last year, trying to predict everything that happened in 2020. Like if we're gonna somehow raise the bar again, it's gonna have to get pretty extreme. And like,
dude, they got it. They got it. It's gonna be the aliens UFO thing. Wait, so that's my prediction. What's yours? Do you have one? Nightstocker. Did I steal yours? Tell me I didn't steal yours.
No, that's a good one.
Okay.
I think that I don't know. I think something's gonna something primordial is gonna wake up. It's like something. Do you see that story? There was like 30,000 earthquakes in Antarctica last month.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and like in Antarctica, that's one possible location for where there's some kind of these titans or these like Monster Zero and Godzilla or Megatron, Transformers, something frozen under the ice that they wake up. Like, could that be the reason John Kerry and Buzz Aldrin and everybody's going down there to check out this this thing they're gonna wake up? You know, some kind of titan waking up. I don't think it's gonna be just some flying saucers. I think it'll be some kind of like rift opening up in space. Like CERN opens up something, or that China just started their artificial sun that they created. It's like the heat of like 10 million suns or something like that. They're gonna do something which causes like some kind of rift.
Doesn't China already has like a plant over there that's hotter than like 10 suns or something, don't they?
Yeah.
That's so like, freaking scary to me, man.
Yeah. So one of these things, like it's gonna be some kind of Large Hadron Collider.
Mad scientist. All right.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Somebody's short-staffed and something goes wrong because of Corona.
So Nightstalker's predicting something that we've always talked about on this show, how idiotic the mad scientists get to be idiots, right? They're smarter than all of us, but they're still doing things that are super dangerous, and there's nobody to overwatch them because they're the smartest ones. So that's the danger of what I call mad scientist like dilemma. So you're predicting a mad scientist dilemma.
But primarily, somebody opens up a bridge to somewhere else.
Okay.
Like we figure out a door. Okay.
So I'm going with the UFO thing.
Comes to us.
You're going with mad scientist, probably a bridge to another dimension. Let's go with Dan, and then we're going to break. Dan, I know you got a good one.
What time is it?
What time is it? Time for the break? You want to do yours when we come back?
Let's go after the break.
All right, Leon, we'll do Dan's when we come back. That's cool. He might have something really good in store for us. All right, let's just go to break. It's fine with me. We'll be right back. More LTV coming up. Available, you can still listen to every minute of the Fringe FM by calling 701-719-3971. No smartphone app or internet needed. Saves your data plan and no extra cost if you have unlimited minutes. Call 701-719-3971. That's 701-719-3971. Listen to the Fringe FM on any phone, anytime, anywhere.
AncientLifeOil.com. That's AncientLifeOil.com. Are you stressed? I mean, who isn't? Anxiety creeping in? No, not that. Is sleep hard to attain because your brain just won't slow down? We're living in crazy times, and the fear knob has been turned up. Okay, there's an answer. Take a big breath, exhale, and go log on to AncientLifeOil.com. CBD, broad and full spectrum, organic and non-GMO CBD for you to enjoy. Change your tune from fear to calm, from brain overload to clear thinking. 0.003 THC on full spectrum and 0% THC on broad spectrum. Competitive pricing with the best quality. Also know everything is going to get better. No worries, be happy. CBD can help calm so your nerves don't think they're a 6-string electric guitar. Enjoy life, smile, and log on to AncientLifeOil.com for great CBD. That's AncientLifeOil.com. You'll be glad you did.
Want to know what's on the Fringe FM? Check out our schedule at thefringe.fm.
Hola, Fringe listeners. This is Dave Cruz of Beyond the Strange, and you're listening to The Fringe FM.
This is Malorcas45, fan of The Fringe FM, challenging everyone open their mind's eye. Listen to Lighting the Void with Joe Roop to gain precision for your third eye vision.
My name is Jake. I'm from Billings, Montana, and I am a void walker.
Hey, Joe Roop. Thanks for lighting the void. This is Janine in the bluegrass of Kentucky, and I am a void walker.
What's up, guys? This is Damien from San Marcos, Texas, and I'm a void walker. I listen to the show to keep myself aligned with the world.
Hi, this is Laura, aka Laura Lavender. I'm from Las Vegas, and I listen to Lighting the Void because it helps me understand some of the strangest experiences I've had. So thanks for all that you do and for always being there for us, Joe.
Hi, this is Kronox from Belgium, and you're listening to Lighting the Void with Joe Roop.
Hey, this is country music singer and void walker Jason Benoit, and when I need my fix on the world of magic and the capabilities of the human consciousness, I listen to Joe Roop right here on Lighting the Void Radio.
Born out of the alchemical tradition of Paracelsus is a medical tradition called Spagyria. Though not many people practice this work today, Phoenix Aurelius has been researching and teaching this work for the last 15 years, and he needs your support.
Hi, I'm Phoenix Aurelius, and I'm the founder of the Phoenix Aurelius Research Society, where I perform modern scientific research on the methods and techniques of Paracelsian alchemy and Spagyria for health, wellness, agriculture, ecology, and more. All my work is 100% funded by the public, so if you like what I'm doing and you want to support my research, please consider making a purchase of spagyric medicines from my apothecary, fund your own spagyric IDF wellness research, or participate in my group study or one-on-one immersion courses so that you can learn how to perform this work for yourself. I want to thank you in advance for your support.
Visit thefringe.fm/alchemy research and enter coupon code FRINGE and receive 15% off anything and everything on the website. That's thefringe.fm/alchemy research. And thank you for doing your part and keeping alchemy alive in the modern day.
New Year's resolutions with the Reverend Dan Lopez and the Nightstocker.
Yeah, brother. Monday Madness.
Monday Madness. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed, like, Mondays we don't really have a key guest on or anything, or we just try to, like, talk amongst ourselves and want to get to know you guys. So if you guys have a prediction for 2021, we're going to keep the show recorded and archived so we can go back at the end of 2021 and see who was accurate. I think that's kind of fun. And so
to be fair, I think it's a much safer bet. I think UFOs is much, your prediction's much more likely than mine. Mine's more like wishful thinking.
Mine's safer than a mad scientist dilemma. I don't know, man.
I think a UFO. I think a flying saucer, some kind of like mass sighting, is like not off the table. You know, that's kind of like the next logical step after all this, like kind of like getting like prepping the griddle, and now all of a sudden like the big egg is gonna crack on the pan. You know, like something big's gonna happen.
Yeah,
you might be right.
Well, I can't wait to hear what Dan's is gonna be.
Yeah, what do you got, Dan?
What do I have? Well, before anybody steals the thunder, I wanted to preface this with I've found this across my feed. It was kind of interesting. So it's not mine, but I'll share it, and then later on I'll share mine. But from the Mirror, Rachel Bletchley, Nostradamus' 2021 visions make 2020 look like a Disney movie. Our columnist ponders on the predictions of the 16th century astrologer and hopes that his visions of a zombie apocalypse, famine, and biological warfare will way off the mark. Well, here we are, 3 days into the most eagerly anticipated new year in centuries, and I'm already starting to feel a bit sorry for 2021 because how on earth is it going to live up to all the hype and fulfill all the hopes that we've been riding on it? After 12 months, which saw our world turned upside down, we are understandably desperate for a new dawn, a healthy and happy and prosperous future. In fact, an Ipsos Mori survey reveals that 75% of the Brits believe that 2021 must be better than 2020, simply because it cannot get much worse. COVID vaccines mean that there is light at the end of the tunnel or horizon at the last, and the prospect beating this deadly pandemic. And after years of bitter wrangling, Brexit is apparently done, so we can all look ahead to brighter, bolder, independent Britain. So no pressure.
That's your prediction?
No pressure than 2021. We're just expecting miracles. What's that you say? Check out Nostradamus? Oh, I see what you mean. Because the 16th century French astrologer is said to have foreseen the most seismic events in history. Certainly had much gloomier vision of 2021. In fact, he predicted a zombie apocalypse sparked by a Russian-made biological weapon, followed by a biblical famine. Our only hope of salvation
my God.
will be an army of soldiers with microchips implanted in their brains, if that is, they can act before America is devastated by an earthquake, solar storms, and send the seas rising out of the earth and wiped out by an asteroid. And we thought 2020 was a bummer. All joking aside, of course, we must endeavor to look ahead with optimism. And I'll just end it right there. I'm just like, that was, there's not too much left of it.
Yeah, what's your prediction? Because I don't think anybody can handle that.
Those are all possible, though. Those are all pretty possible.
All of them at once? Come on.
Hey, you said 2020 was like a come on.
Yeah, you're right.
If we were to say all those things that happened, if we were to read all the headlines out, like at this time last year, remember when we were having murder hornets and like it was just like 1 week after another, it was just some kind of crazy thing happening. Like any of those would be like the highlight of 1992 or something like that. But we had them all like one back to back to back to back to back. So zombie apocalypse followed by an asteroid followed by a solar storm, like doesn't seem unreasonable, you know?
Well, we got
prediction.
Yeah.
My prediction is it's going to get much worse before it gets better, and it's going to last for at least another 2 months. By the end of February, it'll probably start calming down. But before then, it's going to be one thing after another, and it's going to seem like it's never going to end. It's going to feel like the longest freaking winter that you ever freaking experienced in your entire life. But after that, it should be a lot better. Things will open up a lot more. But I also think that there are some crazy things on the horizon where there will be the marrying of AI and Boston Dynamics robots.
Oh, that one is probably more likely than mine, Nightstocker, for sure.
The Neuralink thing it's happening any day now, right? Like, that was dramatically
there
quick.
Is that.
That's literally what it is.
Also, did you see that there was a doctor who did a remote surgery on a freaking banana in America?
No.
What?
What did he do?
Yeah, he did a remote laser surgery on a banana in India, I think it was.
From India. Oh, wow.
A banana in America. I heard he's being sued now for malpractice.
That's a good one. I like it. I got it. Yeah, that's. Oh my God, Dan. I think Dan's is probably gonna happen. You know, but here's the thing: if you guys got a New Year's resolution, call in at 1-800-588-0335. Two, I want to say shout out to Catalina for the support you sent. Some people actually still send support like in the mail, and it's cool because you get cards and stuff like that. So thanks, Kat. I got that. It was really cool of you. Here's the thing. Did we all talk about our resolutions? Mine is to lose weight. And I mean, this should be not just lose weight, but change my, everybody goes on a diet, right? But just change my life this way.
Whole lifestyle.
Lifestyle change. Yeah, right. Yeah. And statistically, if I start it, which I have, and I make it past January the 14th, then I'll be good. Because if you made a New Year's resolution and you've screwed up already, most people, then this is statistically true. Experts say that by January 14th, over a third of resolution makers will have quit. That's kind of sad, isn't it? They don't even make it 2 weeks.
Yeah. I heard it takes 1 month to create a change in your life, a habit change. If you force yourself to do something for every day, after a month it'll be a habit to you.
Yeah, I thought it was.
It'll be a habit. The habit develops, but after 90 days it becomes second.
Oh,
nature.
90 days. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. You develop it if you have a bad habit and you want to reverse it, you displace the part that you don't want with the part that you do want. You do that for 30 days. That's great. But if you follow that through for another,
I thought it was 90
another
days.
60 days.
No,
it is
that
90
sounds
days.
right. Yeah.
After 90 days, it becomes second nature. Now you don't have to because it's already a part of you.
Oh.
So you're going to chronicle this journey? Are you going to do
I thought about doing that. I really did. I thought about doing the thing but what if I backslide? It's going to make me look
that's
really
the point
bad.
of doing it. That's the point. It puts a little extra pressure on you.
But they
find
find
more human.
Yeah, that is more human. You're right. But I found this app, and I forget the name of it. I got to go back and find it. Where these people bet, where you can bet, and people gamble on you. If you're actually going to lose the weight you say you're going to lose, and if you do
that's a good idea.
You get the money.
Funny. Oh,
So-
wow. Oh, that's funny. That's good.
Yeah, you get part of the winnings. And if that's not motivation, most people say, I want to lose weight, they try to get all, what do you call it, altruistic and say, I want to lose weight because I want to feel better and I want to live longer. And that's good. But honestly, if you're being honest with yourself, most people do it because, they want to attract. Yeah, they want to attract.
For shame. No,
Yeah.
if you got to put it out there and chronicle it, and that way you can't back down. Money is one thing, but you can just, when you're really down, you can be like, whatever, I didn't win money, but you're you don't want to embarrass yourself though, right?
Yeah.
That's why you got to really make it a journey, make it a whole show, make it a Patreon thing,
I could do that.
Have people do it with you. That'd be cool.
I could definitely do that. Yeah.
A whole lifestyle change. That'd be cool.
I got this, I don't even know how. I know I got a little bigger than this just because sitting here. Doing radio is not healthy. I can tell you guys that, especially if you do radio all the time. It's not healthy. Unless you're going to stand up, you need to exercise way more than most people. I would think. Look at all the radio hosts around. Come on. Think about it.
Yeah. You need to get a very bad chair.
Yeah, you need to, I had one of those, remember?
So if you have a very bad chair, you won't want to stay sitting in it.
Yeah, I had one of those. So you got to do more, more. And I did more exercise and everything, but I still, at one time I wasn't losing weight, and I was thinking, what the hell's going on? And there is such a thing as people that eat at night while they're sleeping. Have you heard of this? Sleep eaters?
Yeah, I heard of that.
Is that a real thing?
It sounds like something. It sounds like a good excuse for sure.
Sleep,
I don't know if it's
but I looked this up. There's sleep
sleeping
researchers.
and I ate that.
They say that some of us are actually sleep eaters, or people who, while still asleep, actually raid the fridge. And some people have even known, these just really happened during sleep studies. Some people have even ate cat food and medicine, stuff like that.
What's that? What's that sleep drug that you take? People take on the one that Roseanne took and said all that stuff on Twitter.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? People cook a lot on that. I heard they wake up and they cook a lot on that.
Isn't that temazepam or something like that, or
I forget.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's that big sleep aid that everybody takes, and the one that really knocks you out. And people say that all the time. They'll be cooking pasta. They'll wake up and they'll see dishes all over the kitchen. They don't know what happened.
What is that stuff called? There's a name brand for it. I can't think of it either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to have a guy that worked with me on the car lot that would call me in the middle of the night and talk to me about all kinds of crazy stuff and not remember it in the morning. And
yeah, it's a Zan something.
what is that stuff called, man? I know temazepam is one of them, but it's bad. It's bad. I don't think you should take sleep aids like that. I think there's natural sleep aids you can take to go to sleep.
A frying pan to the head.
Ambien. That's what Mike said in the chat.
Ambien,
room.
that's what it is. Ambien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to go to the chat too, shoot, I forgot to say, it's thefringe.fm/chat room. And if you want to call in and give us your predictions, don't be scared. Tell us your predictions. 1-800-588-0335. But they need to get rid of things too. Like none of us would be sick if they get rid of all the, I don't know. I can't say that. Like, do I really want people to get rid of Oreo cookies? Can you imagine?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But yeah,
Like-
they make it so that unless you're actively working out and stuff, then you'll just like gain weight just from the foods that they provide. Like they make it so hard to
Processed
avoid all the
foods.
garbage. Yeah,
Look,
it's everything.
processed
It's just
foods.
Booze.
namely,
Yeah, Mike,
all
booze
the
for
crap
sure.
That they,
But
maybe.
I looked this up too, though. Can you guess how many Oreo cookies are made each year? Just a wild guess.
Billions, trillions.
Yeah,
maybe.
it's billions. It's 16 billion Oreo cookies are made each year.
That's
And
actually not a lot.
all of them get ate. And all of them turn to fat, I promise you, depending on your metabolism.
Look
Like-
up Oreo cookies as addicting as cocaine. They say
Is
it's
it?
like one of the most addicting things. There's something in it that makes it super addicting.
it
It's
really?
possible to have like 4 of them. You have
Yeah.
to have a whole roll.
Yeah, Elf was talking about that in chat. What people are freezing Oreo cookies and like eating them with milk. That sounded great. How are you supposed to like keep a New Year's resolution when stuff like that exists? You know,
know.
you
How
can't.
about deep fried Oreos?
Oh man,
Have you had one of those?
I haven't had one, but I want one right now. Yeah.
No,
but
let me tell you.
They're a thing. I heard they're a thing.
Let me tell you guys that just something that made top 5 plate of all time when I was on vacation. Top 5 plate of all time. I went to this place called Dirty Dick's Crab Shack, right?
Nice.
It's one of, anytime you go to a place that has like a dirty name or something for the name of the you got to go eat the food. Like Fudd Puckers or whatever. And this is called this is like Dirty Dick's Crab Shack, right? And I got a cup right here that says it says I got my crabs from Dirty Dick's. It's awesome. Anyways, I had a bowl of shrimp and grits. Have you ever had that?
Shrimp and grits.
Holy hell.
Sounds like
dude.
a southern thing. I've never had grits before.
Dude,
I don't think.
I don't even eat grits. I don't. I'm not
I
a
love
grits
shrimp.
person,
I'm a big
but
shrimp guy.
this
Do
was,
you really?
oh my God, dude. This was the best thing I ever ate. Ever. And,
So
you
they
know,
mixed it- like what's it like? Like it's like
I'm a fat
like
boy
chopped up
from
shrimp?
way back, dude. And if I'm telling you, this is top 5 all-time favorite plates I've ever ate in my entire life. You know,
shrimp and grits. It doesn't sound very good. You guys.
it doesn't, does it? Like,
describe
it doesn't.
a little bit. What's it
When
like?
I'm
when
sure
you
it
think
doesn't
about
look good either.
when you
Yeah,
think
what's it
about
look
it,
like? What-
it doesn't sound good at all, right? It's like shrimp and grits. They don't even go together, but it does, dude. It's perfect. I promise you.
Mhm.
If you
And it
guys are
looks
ever
like
in,
something, it probably looks like something you'd find outside of a bar.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
dude, I'm telling you,
Oh,
even my son, who's like one of the pickiest eaters in the world, you know, I brought it back in like in a doggy bag or whatever, and it didn't look good after it was all mixed up. And I said, please, for the love of God, this kid is the pickiest eater I've ever, just ever. And he even said it was good, and it's good. Top 5 favorite dishes all time: shrimp and grits. I'm telling you, go
Goes
for it.
together like lamb and tuna fish.
Especially if you're in like PCB and you see a place called Dirty Dick's. Pull in there, get you a bowl of shrimp and grits. See, I'm already thinking about breaking my, what do you call it? I'm already thinking about it. So, anyways,
smaller portions.
well, I just don't want to get hangry, you know?
Well, smaller portions.
Yeah, that more. Isn't that how you do it? Like more snacks, smaller. Like you eat
No
more frequently.
snacks, but just eat more frequently. When you're hungry, you eat.
But it's not a
That's
joke,
what it
dude. Like if
says.
you hadn't eaten for a while, you start to get snappy
know.
with people. That's called hangry. Do you get like that?
Hangry. Oh yeah.
It's not a
you
joke,
withdrawing
man.
from sugar and stuff. Yeah, like the big thing is
Well, that's too.
intermittent fasting right now. Like, I only eat one meal a day usually. It's when you break the fast, and then I usually will go to sleep like a couple hours after that. So I won't eat all night. But there's a lot of people who will go like 16 hours without eating, eat one meal, and then not eat again. That's probably the trendiest thing right now, I think. Intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
And that way your body will create this ketosis, and when you're just doing absolutely nothing, you'll be burning fat. But you can't break it. What you can't have that's when you'll get hangry a little bit in the beginning, and then you feel good, I guess. I feel good when I get out of work, and then once I eat, I'm tired and I'm ready to go to sleep.
Well, it's not a joke. People get down and dirty when they're hangry, like they're ready to break stuff.
But you're just withdrawing. But I'm saying like intermittent fasting is like very popular, and the hangriness is only the beginning, but it's just because your body is withdrawing from the things that it's
right,
like the sugar and stuff. Once you get in the habit,
the lower your blood sugar gets, the less fuel your brain has to function, and so you can't handle all the critical brain tasks like breathing. I mean, you can still handle that stuff like breathing, seeing, but the more complex stuff that your brain needs, like turning an argument about, I don't know, sweeping the floor into a constructive conversation, isn't as simple. So usually the result is you deal with those little things more impulsively, which leads you to get angrier easier. That's called hangry. So
yeah,
if you got a significant other that gets hangry, how do you handle that? Like, can you just, does it turn into a travesty, or can you just say, oh, like you're hangry, it's cool,
Well, you just gotta be mindful of yourself, I guess. I mean, but like also your body is burning energy when it is processing food. So I'm more energetic if I haven't eaten, if I'm in a fast, than when I've recently eaten. And that's not a joke. I mean, that's like what Joe Rogan would tell you too. Like, so you can try that, and then you have one awesome meal. I'm not worried about the calories I'm eating because I'm burning them over the night, and then because of the fasting, you're just burning in ketosis, meaning your body is switching over and burning the fat on your body.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Smith lost like 200 pounds from fasting.
Kevin Smith? Oh yeah, that's right.
Like,
yeah. Just doing the keto thing.
He had a heart attack, and he's doing this ketosis thing. It's very, very popular. Like, very popular. I don't know. It's pretty cool. And it's also like you don't have to give up everything either. Like the meal I have, especially during eggnog season and stuff, like my meal, I'm eating a lot of calories. I'm not really like worrying about what I'm eating, but then I'm burning calories all night long. Like I also am like walking. I'm active, so like you have to be a little bit active. But as far as like the diet thing, I don't really think about food that much, and I lose weight. If you're worried about like
that would be a problem if you were thinking about food all the time. I don't think you would be losing weight.
Yeah. So if you're worried about like depriving yourself of things that you like under this weight, that's not really the case. You just like have it for your one big meal or whatever. And then
I think
the rest
Joe
of the time,
just went to the refrigerator.
Yeah.
I can totally go to the fridge. That's the beauty about this, this place here.
It's right here.
Honestly, you don't know how many times I've walked to the fridge to get a drink during the show. Like literally while a guest is ranting, just put the fader on mute, walk to the fridge, grab a drink, come back, and just nod. Yep. Yeah. No. Yeah. But like, it's not like I'm ignoring them. I got my headphones on the whole time. Why are you busting me out, dude?
Because I love you.
Come on now.
Because I can. Because I'm guilty of it too.
I was looking up some weird stuff today, man, because I was thinking about why do people need so much help now when we have Google? Seriously. Like you could literally learn how to do anything with Google for free nowadays. But the statistics show that 2 in 5 adults can't fix a single household problem without Google now. Did you know that? Like everybody's using Google so much that people can't even do things by memory anymore. Like the internet's supposed to make our lives easier, and it's hard to argue that. But a new survey says like 1,000 American adults suggest that all of that convenience may be robbing an entire generation of basic home maintenance skills. So in all, about 2 in 5, or I think that's like 38% of respondents said that they are helpless and unable to fix any damn thing, even common household problems like patching drywall, fixing a running toilet, etc., without the help of the internet.
Yeah.
You can't.
Which is true. Like,
you can't plunge a toilet without Google nowadays. Are you serious?
For me personally,
Dude, I think that has a lot to do with the home, with the home, because you got to remember there was a lot of people that moved out of the rurals and out of the burbs and into the cities. Once they did that, they really didn't have to do a lot of maintenance. You know what I mean? So the home maintenance was a thing of the past because you had a maintenance guy come in and take care of whatever you needed done, right? So home ownership was, even though it goes up and down, it mainly went down. And so people were able to afford people to come over and take care of whatever they needed to take care of, sink, whatever, toilets, blah, blah, blah. So that was a thing. And then the more that you got distracted and the mother had to work and the father had to work and they're constantly working, nobody wants to do work on their house once they get home from work, right? So they found other things, other ways and means to find out how to do it.
Yeah.
Or get it done for
Well,
them.
yeah,
You know,
I mean,
so
I can see that, but
pass
like
that down.
That's part of it. Yeah.
Well,
but, there's also like an actual thing with the way that generations, the way we were like processing information. There was I forget who, it might have been Gladwell, but there was some kind of study they were talking about how the way younger generations, and I consider myself part of this, like the way our memories are forming. We're very, very quick to be able to find information. Like if you were to give an older person and a younger person, ask them how to do something that neither one of them knew, the younger person would much quicker be able to find that information and do it. But the retention of the information is not what it was for older generations. So like somebody who knows how to fix a car.
Necessary. Yeah, right.
Well,
Because it's like a
respondents,
one-off.
this is the actual study. Respondents were asked about their ability to fix a variety of different house problems without turning to Google for help. And while close to half, 43%, said they know how to unclog a drain, only 25% know how to install a drywall anchor. Another 39% said that they can stop a running toilet all by themselves. And another 38% can find a stud. Come on, really? Additionally, 31% of people know how to patch a hole in drywall, and 29% said they can replace a washer on a leaky faucet. Wait a minute. So only 38% of people said they can find a stud? You can't, like, knock with your finger?
I've never found a stud. I don't know what I would say if that survey was brought to me.
Dan, you gotta
see. But that's it. That's right there.
But I have Google.
He never found the stud. He never had to.
I never had to. But once I know how to do something, I know how to do it.
But that's scary, man.
Yeah. But it's like, are we going to lose Google though? So I know what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying we're going to lose Google, but there's just some things like
the important skill. I think the thing I'm thinking of when it comes to like studying, it comes to how generations prepare for tests.
Do you look up Google to like how to wipe your ass properly? Is that what's coming next?
No,
seriously.
Before I cooked dinner for the holidays, I looked up how to cook a prime rib or whatever, like just to make sure I knew what I was doing. Just like, you know, like
I get that. I would do that. No, I would do that. But
we have the entire Library of Alexandria in our pockets. Like we got to take advantage of it.
Well, I don't think we have the Library of Alexandria, but it's not the key to the mysteries. But like,
but it is. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
How to find a stud in a wall?
I know, but hopefully, once the problem would be is if you need Google to do it, and then the next time you need Google to do it again. That's the problem. Like you should, once you know it, you should.
I swear to God, like if I find my
dad
son
never told me how to do any of that.
Doing that stuff, that's kind of it's okay. I get it. Like maybe there's a better way to find a stud than actually listening with your ear and knocking on the wall.
Would you rather hire somebody to do it, or would you rather mess the wall up, or check Google, or check Google and do it yourself?
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now.
Is that bad? Somebody call in. Let me know how
you're gonna call somebody to find a stud.
No, I'm gonna check Google and then do it myself.
Dan, help me out here. I'm burying myself or something.
Yeah, you're burying
Is that bad,
yourself because we're a part of the handyman freaking society, part of society. It's, you know, this is not everyday things for everybody, especially the younger generation.
Well, how old are you, Nightstocker? I forget. Like seriously.
I'm 31. Yeah, just turned 31.
When did this Google thing start screwing everybody up? When did that happen?
I had instant messaging, AOL instant messaging in middle school.
Okay. I see
had it
that
for a long
thing.
time.
Like, can you imagine if I can only imagine, like, if I was hanging out with my dad and he's like, hey, find the stud. And I pull up my phone and I'm looking for, he would just jack me in the head, man. He'd be like, what the hell are you doing? You know? It can't be that bad.
My dad too, but my dad's also a clueless idiot about a lot of things. But he can fix a lot of stuff that I can't fix too.
Hannah. Look, we got to go to break. We went over break again. So. I don't know. We have fun on here. So look, the only person that's called in about their 2021 predictions has been Chaz. I don't know what's up with that, because I know I can start naming you guys as out city by city again if you want. Right?
No, don't do that.
Like, we can do that, or you guys can just call in when we come back, right? Tell us your predictions, please, for the love of God. We got to get this on record.
Call in.
More Lighting the
Tell me how
Void
you
coming
find
up.
a stud.
1-800-588-0335. That's the call-in number. Nightstocker needs to know how to find a stud. He's just helpless without Google. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is No Way Jose, a Northern California Piscean stuck in the Arizona desert. I'm a void walker, and I got the shoes to prove it. So what do I do when my soul yearns to delve deep into the realm of the unknown? I aim my satellite straight into the night sky and catch a smooth ride on the KTLK-DB radio waves. I tune into Lighting the Void with Joe Root on the Fringe FM.
Joe, Lighting the Void is the best show on the planet. This is Barney, your friend from Facebook. Thank you and all the crew for all you do. Namaste, my friend.
This is Macon from the foothills of North Carolina, and I am a void walker.
G'day, void walkers. This is Lily from down under Australia. The world may be small, the enigma is greater. So let your curiosity take you for a journey with Joe Root.
Hey, this is Fee, coming in from Central Maryland, and I am a void walker.
This is Kevin Doherty, a beginner void walker. I'm from Vancouver, BC. I know a little about a lot, and as Leonard Skinner said, I guess the rest. I learned a lot from Mr. Root in the show, and I heard it from the beginning. I knew right then he was going to be a new Art Bell. Thanks for all your shows, and keep it up.
Hey, this is Derek from Mass, aka the Nightstocker, and I'm a void walker.
This is Mark from Chicago, and I walk the void to ascertain what is consciousness.
My name is Jared Johnson, and I'm from Humboldt County, California. I do not know all the answers to the questions about reality. I do not claim to know the ultimate truth about life. I seek that which has been made hidden as a part of a family of explorers of consciousness. I'm a void walker. Thanks, Joe Root.
This is Barbara Charlton from Metaphorical Archaeology. If you've ever had a traumatic paranormal experience, the effects of it may stay with you for years. Who do you talk to? You can't go to conventional help. What we do is we use emotional freedom techniques or tapping to actually neutralize the effects of that event. Maybe when you tell the story now, your heart races and your palms get sweaty. You don't even want to think about it because you don't know how to neutralize that. That's what EFT tapping does. It neutralizes those emotions. The circuit that was recorded on is gone. The energy flows freely and you're free of it. And that's what emotional freedom is all about. We offer this as a pro bono service, but this is something that I offer because no one, it seems, is helping people with these experiences. If you'd like to reach me, it's really easy. My cell phone is 214-995-3754. Please leave a message. I will get back to you as quickly as possible. Or you you can email me, barb.eft@gmail.com. And EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. Reach out to me. It's confidential. This works. You won't believe the results.
Have you heard of heavy metals? Yeah! I'm not talking about the heavy metals in the junkyard. I'm talking about the heavy metals that build up in your body. Heavy metals in your body can make you feel sluggish, fatigued, and just plain off. Why not try Life Change Tea at GetTheTea.com? Cleansing your body and making you feel great. Cleansing the inside of your body of intruders that sneak their way into you and set up an intruder camp. Life Change Tea helps remove unwanted intruder camps. Brew it, steep it, and drink in the results. Tastes great, so you can create a new health habit. Our tea loves to help people. It just needs the chance. So order yours today by logging on to GetTheTea.com. That's GetTheTea.com. Our Life Change Super Strength Tea is waiting. This could be a beautiful relationship. Take charge of your health. Order at GetTheTea.com. That's GetTheTea.com.
The Fringe FM isn't just a radio station. We also provide services for all your audio production needs. If you are interested in live radio or pre-recorded podcasts, we're here to help. We even do audio enhancements and voiceovers if needed. If you want to do a podcast or live radio show and even want the option to syndicate on terrestrial radio, from simple audio file enhancement to live production and call screening, we have you covered. We have worked with some of the best professionals in the business in order to provide coaching instruction for content creation, show structure, and more. Contact The Fringe Digital Media for more at info@thefringe.fm. That's info@thefringe.fm. Or call 501-777-5631 for a consultation.
From the Kingdom of Arkansas, you are listening to Joe Roop and Lighting the Void here on the Fringe FM.
Hey, this is Amalia from Know the Self Mystery School. I know that you are in the midst of massive change. We all are. This is the great turning, the time that we all decided to be here on the planet. Do you know why you came here to be a part of this crazy time? If not, I invite you to join my mystery school. I have a 9-week course called Activate Your Mission. And in this course, you're going to learn how to erect crystal clear boundaries so that you can hear that inner still voice that's going to guide your every move. Even if you're dealing with feeling weighed down by obligation and being enslaved to the system, this course is going to give you the tools you need to illuminate your shadow and awaken to your soul's mission. The moment you sign up to the school, you are going to be greeted by not only a group of soulful spiritual warriors, but you're also going to get some massive karmic clearings, and you're going to feel the energy. It's palpable. I hope you'll join me in the school where together we're going to unlock your divine mission.
Activate your mission by going to thefringe.fm/soul mission and put in the code word FRINGE and receive $50 off today.
All right, 1-800-588-0335. That's the call-in number if you want to tell us your 2021 predictions. Make it specific. Maybe we should offer a prize. I don't know. Wouldn't it just be like fulfilling enough just to be right, though? Do I always gotta like bribe you guys with t-shirts and stuff? I don't think anybody's gonna remember it. Because like at the end of 2021, we're gonna have to go back and listen to this show. So far, what we've got is like the ultimate UFO, either cover-up or invasion type. Nightstocker has predicted what I would call a mad scientist event where a portal might open up. something like that. And Dan, what did Dan predict again? Because what was his prediction? I forget.
Worse before it gets better.
With the robots.
Oh yeah, the nano stuff, right? That's probably gonna happen for sure. And then Kaz predicted like another celebrity was gonna get like charged with something heinous, like bad. Doesn't that happen like every year though? I think.
How big of a celebrity though? Is it going to be like some kind of Hollywood shaking celebrity?
Yeah,
yeah.
All of them.
They throw these D-list people under the bus just to calm the masses, and they keep all the elites safe, you know.
And I think we're gonna have another prediction here from 406 area code, Montana. That's got to be Kat. Is that you, Kat?
Hello, Happy New Year, gentlemen.
What's up, Kat?
Happy New Year, Kat. What's happening?
Oh, let's see. So first I want to say, Joe, I'm so happy for you. Wherever you went, it was the perfect place because you sound so good and there's so much joy in your voice. So bravo.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for you wherever you went.
I had a real vacation.
That's awesome.
For sure.
Yeah, I can tell because there's joy in your voice. It wasn't there before you left, and you found it. You found your joy.
Yeah, I sure did. I'm glad you can hear that.
So that's awesome. Yeah, I can hear it. It makes a big difference. So that's awesome. And then for Dan, you got to hang in there because the med beds are coming, and I have a picture of them. I keep them on the wall. And, they heal pretty much almost everything. Not quite, but, you got to hang in there because you get one of those puppies and they'll just heal you right up. And for stock, I want to tell you, you need to start buying some lottery tickets.
Oh, man. I've been thinking about that, actually. For real.
Man, I wish you could.
Really?
I wish that was mine. Can you make that mine?
I don't buy a lot of them.
Yep.
I remember,
it just feels.
I guess small story.
Feels right.
The first one I ever bought was on a whim. I was like during summer vacation from college, and I was like at my peak brokenness, and my Xbox broke, and I really don't play video games much, but I was on a big NBA kick. Now, so I'm gonna play a scratch ticket because I found this cheap Xbox at this like discount place. The first one I ever played, and I won the exact amount that the Xbox cost. And then I played it again right after, and I didn't win anything, obviously. But then I probably played like 5 or 6 my entire life. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you for that, Kat. I will.
Yeah, it just came to me. It said Doc needs to get some lottery tickets.
That's
cool.
Thank
you. No more stalking. You'll have to change your name.
Yeah, the Night Scratcher.
The Night Scratcher.
The Night Scratcher.
The night. Oh my God. Oh, you guys. Oh God, that's awful.
Thanks, Kat.
You got anything for all of us? Do you have anything for like the whole world as a whole?
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen?
Yes. My prediction for 2021 is for the first waivers, there will be official first contact for the first waivers. And do you guys know what first waivers are?
No, enlighten us.
I don't know.
Okay, so first waivers are people that are the first line of first contact for ETs, and partly it's because they're either working towards being into the fifth dimension or higher frequency, just by actual, consciousness, like you just really work at it. And all the different ways, meditation, health, learning the truth, all of that stuff, right? And then but some people, they don't want that, so they're not first waivers. Or some people are contactees, so they have to follow ufology and extraterrestrial information. They just have to. We know that. Those are first waivers. So there's different groups. But if you're first waiver, you know it. And so also that
I hope I am. That'd be cool.
First contact. Yeah, well, if you have to keep following it, then and if you have different paranormal experiences that continuously happen to you and stuff like that.
I don't.
But, well,
wow.
You probably do. Maybe you're getting mind wiped. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe.
But okay, do you guys remember? Now, Joe, I think you interviewed the couple from the Sandia Mountains about the Zetas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you did an interview with them. Anyway, so that group, the Zetas, they're the good Zetas that ET, that they're the ones that have the human-looking face, not the Greys. But
Which one's the which one's the Betty and Barney Hill ones? Those are the Greys. They're from Zeta.
Those were the Greys, yeah. Because they were in the early 60s. Okay, so these Zetas, they're just recent. That couple, they've had their contact, I think, just in the last 10 years, like even less than that. Okay, so these are a different group, and they have like cute human faces. The gal that does the drawing because they said they're not ready to be photographed. But anyways, they said that official for contact, which I think it's the first waivers, is supposedly in this fall. And they put out a thing called Telepathy Primer 101. I don't know if you probably didn't follow that. But anyways, I did it in 2019, and it taught you, how to be more telepathic, because that helps. If you want to be like a first waiver, if you want the contact, then it teaches you. And part of that is like looking at double numbers and things like this, or being aware of coincidences that happened in your life, or synchronicity, all these different things. So those people, so that's part of the, being the first waiver. So, and then Stock, what you said about the 180 days thing, yeah, I connected to that too, and that puts us in about June. That 180 days is June. Okay, so it's disclosing, and then maybe it's so that they can do a massive dump for a lot of people that, are ready to know more of the truth, right?
Like the second wave.
Which then kicks right into the fall, June, and to get the whole summer to, digest, and then boom, here comes the fall for the first waivers for first contact. So anyways, that's my prediction for 2021.
I like it.
Me.
Well,
very cool.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. And like I said, I want to thank you for the card too, Kat. That was cool.
Oh, you're welcome.
A New Year's card. I still get, like, I used to get cards from people all the time. And now that we've turned digital and Patreon-ish, I still only get a few of those. So it's really cool still to get them.
And I only send out cards to my very special friends. So you're one of them.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
Have a happy New Year. Thanks for your call.
You too. Bye.
Very interesting. Damn it, Pancho, why do you keep hanging up? Pancho, I'm trying to get my producer in here, man.
Pancho?
I just didn't want to. Let's see what Pancho's doing. Let's see if he's awake.
That was cool.
Let me put him online too. Where's he at? Pick up, Pancho. Pick up. I know you're listening. Oh God, he's mad at me. I went to the bathroom and he called.
I got a question for Pancho, actually.
I got a question for him too. That's it. We got to leave him a hate voicemail.
Oh man.
No, I can't. I love the guy so much.
Hi, you've reached Pat at Planet Earth. Please leave a message.
God dang it, Pacho.
At the tone, please record your message.
There we go.
When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Pacho, what are you doing? I didn't want to bring you on while Kat was talking. You were there on the line. Now you're gone. I don't think we can finish the show without my producer,
Call in, Britta.
Yeah, like you're half the show, dude. Call back. Love you, man. He'll call back, I hope. Unless he went to bed. He's probably like, the hell with it. But so those are all pretty good predictions. I still think we need a few more, though. Let's start calling you out city by city. Is that rude?
No.
Don't do that.
Resolutions, too. I want to hear some resolutions.
Resolutions. I wonder who's got the weirdest resolution. That would be cool. Because everybody always does that, right? It's like lose weight, better relationships, etc., etc. But no one ever like has like a really strange or weird resolution. I've never heard of like anything odd. Have you?
I want to start manifesting more stuff.
Well, that's a
too
good
many
one.
ideas, and I got to put them on. I got to put them out in the world. I got to make them real things. 2021. That's my goal.
I want everybody that doesn't like, everybody that is kind of scared to try a little magic to do it. That's what I want. Just do it. Because you're going to get that beginner's luck, man. I'm telling you. That where you do your first magic, I don't know, you do your first magic manifestation, whether it's a ritual or a sigil or whatever. And usually it's like the first few that you do, you get extremely accurate and lucky with, actually.
Does that need to be like a personal experience? Is that something that we could
dude,
do
like I think everybody needs to experience it so you can actually see what you're capable of.
Yeah.
You know?
But is that something that like we could do, like you could walk me through on the air? I've never done anything like that before. I've researched all this stuff. I've never actually done
a small thing with a makeshift altar and a makeshift circle. And
I don't know if I wouldn't that kind of mess it up if I walked you through it on the air?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I don't know.
I could send you directions and then you could do it. Because I feel like if I walked you through, I don't know. I'd have to check. I'd have to ask somebody more than me, like more advanced in magic than me. And by the way, this whole point of doing this Monday Night Madness thing is to let all of you people know that I'm just an ordinary dude. Like I got a message from somebody in my Patreon that got mad because I was talking about cocaine and stuff on a show one night, like just joking around. You know how I'm joking around and stuff, talking like I'm not one of these like super intellects or spiritual gurus or serious conspirator. I'm just a normal dude that likes to explore stuff. That's who I am. Y'all ain't figured that out yet? 600 something episodes. Like, come on.
When's number 666?
Oh, that's a good question. That's getting close. We got to do something special for that one.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
666.
What?
Yeah, it's the number of the beast. Not the beast. It's the number of the sun.
I know what it is, but what?
Let's see.
On Joe Rogan, it was a big Duncan Trussell episode. They had him on.
Yeah, we're getting close.
It's supposed to be. It's associated with a date. What is that?
No, 666 is like.
I know what it is.
Well, you just asked me what it is and then said you know what it is. Like I'm confused.
No, his episode
but
number.
You said that it's supposed to be coming.
Oh yeah.
He's on 600 episodes.
Let me look. Let me see where.
So
like 666.
That's what I meant. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
It's actually like a Kabbalistic thing, though. It's actually like solar worship. In the Bible, they're referring to people that worship the sun, and the mysteries in that sense. But on the Kabbalah, the tree of life, 6 is Tifereth. It's actually Christ consciousness. That's why Crowley said, "You can call me the little sunshine. I'm 666," because it's the 6th Sephirah on the tree. But everybody said that. Oh, he's calling himself the beast. He's the devil. Well, he actually was. Like he kind of played on that for sure, because he did some stupid crap. He was a derelict, for sure. I hope that's Pacho. Nope, not Pacho. 501 area code. You're on the air. Who are we speaking with?
Hey, this is Sammy. How are y'all?
Hey, Sammy.
Hey.
What's up? Hey, as far as manifesting, let me tell you, start simple. When you find a penny, you look at it, really feel the, I don't know, you get excited if you found $100 bill. And imagine it being that. You can start out with, hey, this is a penny. What if it was a quarter, $5? I have videos on my YouTube just kind of doing simple explanations for people about this stuff. But if you just put out there your intention and act like you're feeling what that would feel like to have that, send it out like a volleyball to the universe, only expect for it to return to you. And eventually you'll forget about it and it'll happen.
That's cool.
And as far as losing weight, for the people out there that are like, I want to lose weight this year, hey, start out with love who you are right now, no matter what stage you're at in your life, no matter how big, fat, or skinny you are. Learn how to truly get in when you go to bed, when you go to lay down, absolutely love yourself. Like, totally, completely feel every single cell in your body, no matter where you're at in your life, that body.
No matter how many cells you have.
Yeah. Yes.
You're right.
Everything. But when you do that and you truly do it, you truly love the fact, tell your body, you got me this far. It's been hell or it's been great. It is. And I thank you for that. And you can say to your fat, you did your job. You served your purpose, and it's time for you to go now. And love it. Love the fact that it has protected you and carried you through. That's just some advice for people. And as far as predictions, I'm trying to manifest for better.
Yeah. That's good.
No, it got you through everything you've been through in your life. You look at yourself and you think, oh, I want to get rid of this. I don't like this. But guess what? Every last bit of you got you where you're at today. Your body has supported you.
I believe that. I don't hate. I love myself. It ain't about that at all for me.
Even if you're in a wheelchair.
It's not about that.
Remember, even if you're in a wheelchair. Yeah.
It's not about that for me. I just want to be able to outrun somebody else. I want to be able to outrun somebody else. Like when a bear attacks, I don't want to be the last one standing. I don't want to be the one in the back, that everybody else has to outrun.
I don't think you're as likely up in New York.
They don't have to outrun the bear. They just have to outrun me.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
That's right. That's right.
So it's okay. It's okay to want to improve.
Handle this in a psychological way first.
Yeah, like if you hate yourself, love yourself.
Totally love yourself. Right. You got to get on that. I mean, absolutely right down to the core. Look at yourself. Realize your body has helped you and carried you through every step of the way, no matter where you're at. Be grateful for that.
That's very sweet, but this is starting to make me feel weird for some reason. Like, I don't know why.
It's true. It's important.
But
I have a video for you, Joe, that I want you to watch, and I want you to approve it. And
it doesn't have
use it wherever you want to.
It doesn't have Richard Simmons in it, does
No.
it? Okay.
No.
Remember how he used to do that? Like, you should love yourself, and then he'd have everybody all crying and stuff, and they'd be like,
yes.
Like, no.
Hey, you know what? He called my house one time when I was a kid to talk to my mother.
Richard Simmons?
And I was like, no freaking way. Yes. I was like, no way. Yeah.
I don't even think a lot of people know who Richard Simmons is, probably listening to the show, but anyways.
No, I'm in my 50s. A lot of folks probably don't.
Do you have a prediction, though? Like a real prediction for 2021 or what?
Well, some of the stuff I get is precognitive, and it's not always pretty. And
it's all right.
The only thing I can say is this. Most of the bad stuff I've had dreams about have already happened. My only thing is this, that, humanity, sovereignty back. And I really feel like this is something that could go either way. And it doesn't make me feel good.
Oh, yeah. Well, are you saying that we're going to be less free? Is that what you're saying? Because that's already kind of happening.
Yeah, if people don't stand up for their sovereignty, yeah. That's for sure. Because they're already making it that way now, like right under our noses.
Well,
and to be honest with you, almost 20 years ago, and I tried telling you guys this before, I found a document online. And back in those days, there wasn't a way to screenshot anything. And I couldn't memorize the whole thing. But every single time I got to the point where I thought I could print it out, my computer would get a virus, till finally I was one step away from getting this document, and my motherboard was fried, and this happened to me twice.
So
I
what
found
was in the
this
document?
about UFOs. It was about UFOs. It was a military thing, and it was I don't know if it was a recommendation or an actual document on their docket, but it was about a protocol for if we were to have aliens to just come right out and come amongst us. Do you know the number one thing on there? The very first thing was lockdowns.
Oh, man.
For several months would be quarantines for us.
They can kiss.
I'm pretty sure they just released a protocol for what to do if I'm trying to find the story right now, but I think strategy for planetary connection. The White House released a document on December 30th outlining new assessments to prevent terrestrial contamination of other worlds and vice versa. So I think that's starting to come out
I recall
in the mainstream.
The original year. I think the original year for this document was like 47. It was either 44 or 47, 1947. And then it was revised in the 70s. And I don't know if it was 77 or 73. I can't even remember.
So that's what I mean. So now it's like, now it's actually happening. Now we're like, these things are really coming out into the public.
But it kind of feels like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of feels like that. How else are they going to get us to quarantine like this unless they tell us there's some big bad booger out there that we're going to get? And I've seen people who've gotten this. I have many friends who've gotten this. I had someone that died from something else. He was already dying. Then he got this, and they turned around and said, this is what he died from. But anyhow, I'm just saying, it feels a little funny to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm there with you.
But you know what? The psychology is up to you. It is up to you how you want to walk into this year and what you want this year to be, and live your life to the fullest, you know? That's all I can say. As far as predictions, awesome, everything can change. It's up to us. We can make change.
Thank you, Sammy. Thank you for calling in. I'm with you on that, too.
I love you guys.
Love you, too.
Have a good night.
Love you, too.
Love you, Sammy.
She's so sweet.
Bye-bye.
She always throws rainbows on everything, you know? It's so sweet. But seriously.
She's a fellow Nightstocker, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's some of the more, like, how they're trying to make, I think they're trying to, like, make COVID, like, this whole thing okay now. I don't know if you guys, like, really pay attention to what's in the media. I don't pay attention to what's in the media to try to figure out what's really going on. Most of the time when I'm reading stuff in the media, I'm reading just, to try to see what narrative they're painting. Yeah, and exactly. Right now they're saying that, like, COVID has actually helped in ways like crack down on cocaine. That's how desperate they're getting. COVID.
Oh, it helped the climate a ton. They say.
Yeah, it's helped the climate.
This is the first year in like 6 years where the carbon's gone down.
Yeah, and it's cracked down on like cocaine in New York.
Crime, that's crazy.
So here's an article. This is what I'm talking about.
Cracked down on cocaine.
Yeah, like so. This came out today on the Observer, and it's talking about as boring and terrifying the endless tedium of COVID-19 pandemic has triggered shifts in American substance use habits, and mostly for the worse. But at least in New York. And this is because this is an article trying to make New York look cool for what they do, but New York sucks.
It's because
right now.
Everybody left.
New York sucks. Everybody left New York and went to Florida. So they're trying to get everybody to come back. So COVID-19 has cut down on cocaine habits. Instead of disappearing into dingy club bathrooms, New York partygoers are staying home and smoking more weed.
In other news, heroin cases have skyrocketed in New York City.
Did somebody get paid to write this? Really?
Of course.
Across the country, the pandemic has seen fatal drug overdoses rise in areas already hit hard by opiate-related fatalities. In San Francisco, overdoses killed more than 621 people, almost 4 times as many as COVID-19. As of Monday, the coronavirus has killed only 194 people in San Francisco County, and doctors and researchers are openly worrying that Americans are drinking more and drinking more often. But not New York. In New York, the cocaine is lessened. That's a good thing here. And New York happens to be one of the most messed up states when it comes to laws. And dude, look, when I got back from my vacation, I got off the plane in Rochester, New York, and the military walled us off. I stopped when I left here, I stopped in Newark, New Jersey. By the way, the Statue of Liberty is not as big as they make it look on TV. It kind of disappointed me. And then, like, when I came back, I stopped in Philly. Nothing, no problem. But when I got into Rochester, New York, the military waiting for us to get off the plane with their little clipboards and masks, waiting to contact trace us. Like this, if you are liberal and you're listening to this and you don't live in New York, why don't you come to New York? Try it out. Try it. It's fun. I used to be a super liberal just like you. An idiot. No, I mean, sorry. A super liberal like you. I used to really vote for all these companies and all the government programs. I used to think it was awesome. But I'm telling you right now, it's hell. I want to get out of here. Maybe like the older you get, the less liberal you get. I don't know. It feels like hell here. I can tell you that. And it gets darker here, upstate New York. It gets darker early, like an hour and a half, 2 hours early. It's cold. It's icy. It's depressing. I cried when I had to come back. I literally had tears going down my face.
And there's Dementors flying all around. That
Like,
suck out your energy.
it's still sunny at 4 o'clock where you are, not me. It's dark, and I'm waiting for the White Walkers to come out. You know, I literally feel like I'm on the wall up here.
Yeah. That's funny.
So, and I know.
Buy a van. Just roam around the country. Go state to state. 1 month in Indiana, 1 month in Maine.
No.
See what's the best state.
My new goal for all the patrons and everybody that wants to help me, my new goal is to get back to the South. I got to go back.
Where?
Probably further south, where I came from. You know, like further south, as south as I can get in the United States.
The deep South.
The deep South. So, preferably
Mexico.
where there's palm trees, you know? I'm going to get the hell. Well, man, look, down there, nobody's wearing masks. Everybody's doing their thing. And you know what? Everybody's like, oh, everybody's getting sick down there. But they're not, man. I'm telling you. It's all crap. It's crap.
Yep.
I literally know it for a fact. I've lived it. It's crap. Look, I'm not saying COVID's not killing people. I'm not saying it's not a badass cold. It is. It's a killer cold. But so is pneumonia, right? Pneumonia kills more people than COVID is right now. You can die from pneumonia just being in the damn hospital because you had surgery and you laid in bed too long. You know, so I don't buy any of this crap anymore, man. They let it go. Please. I know it's real, but it's not a pandemic. It's not the bubonic plague. People aren't laying in the streets dying, you know? Like, Jesus Christ. I'm starting to go on a rant. I'm sorry.
I'm still choosing to believe that it's all just like a big ruse. People are actually getting pneumonia from iron oxide dust from a giant asteroid or planet Nibiru getting closer to us.
I mean, COVID's a real thing, man. Like, it's killed people for sure. But so does, like...
People can die of iron oxide pneumonia, too.
So does people that, you know, take whippets too much, right? Like, so do people that don't take care of their
but he's
organs.
got a point. He's got a point, only in the fact that, you have a point, too, but Derek has a point as far as, like, it's so random who's getting it. Right?
It is weird.
Especially in the beginning. It started
if it's
up,
so
it
random,
popped up all of a sudden, every
all
country,
over the
every
place,
state
right?
At once.
Yeah. But the people who are getting affected by it, you know, that's and the real, you know, the real symptoms, not this whatever they want to marry to it. Those people, they're it's either way. And it's like, if one person gets it, then how come it's not like climbing all over the place? It's always just one person. It's not like they stick them in a bubble. The person's been around.
If they hide, what I'm saying is, if they took, but you're exactly right. But if they took the people that died from the flu or pneumonia and they put the same amount of hype, commercials, and people coming on saying, you know, my partner died from pneumonia. Bernie Mac died from pneumonia. So did my partner died from pneumonia. And then just like built this hype machine around pneumonia, it would be the same thing. Pneumonia would be just as bad. AIDS, the flu, SARS,
R.I.P. Bernie
whatever.
Mac.
You know, like all they have to do is paint a picture to turn you into a sheep. That's it. Mm-hmm. And yet, when Pfizer comes out and does their vaccine, and you actually research what they've done with their vaccine, they didn't do proper testing with it, but no one's really messed up according to tests. You know how many people they tested? Did you look at the actual test? 8 people. 8. What? I can't wait to get it. Shoot me up. You did 8 people. That should be a bigger thing. More people. There should be celebrities coming out going, Pfizer only tested 8 people. I'm not doing it. Pfizer's only tested 8 people. I'm not doing it. That should be a bigger deal, but it's not.
Well, the president scoffed at the idea that anybody wouldn't trust Pfizer. Trump goes, "What? You don't trust Pfizer?"
No.
He said that in a press conference. I'm like, all right, this is your guy, conspiracy theorist. Like, you think he's a great guy. He's pushing the vaccine.
No.
I don't think he's a great guy. I just think he's been gelded with a coffee table a few times.
He's not necessarily a great guy, but he's also freaking
I think he's the same as everybody else. They're all related. He's just a reaction to the internet. He's playing the same cards they're playing. They're all on the same team. There's an illusion. Nothing happened the last 4 years except look at where we're at. You know, it's a gigantic show. It's all a show. It's not just like this is. It's not. I don't know. It drives me insane. I can't get too fired up because I'm in a supermarket. So it's like if every single person who gets diagnosed with COVID went shopping, you know, and it's like I have to believe it. I'm not going to get it.
Look, here's the facts, man. Like on vacation, I went to Florida. Hardly anybody was wearing masks in Florida. I shit you not. There were so many people not wearing masks. It was hilarious. I didn't see a whole bunch of sick people. I didn't see hospitals just full of people, right? I come back, the military meets me, and they act like I'm a walking murderer, man. You know?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And I feel fine. I probably bumped into and touched more people than I have in the past 10 years. I'm okay. What the hell is going on out there? Like, I'm not saying people aren't getting sick, but in my paradigm, it's different. I'm not lying to you. Something's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. People are trying to do the best they can. I don't know. They just don't know. They being just bombarded with things telling them that the world's ending all around them. So they're just like, what the hell can I do? So then they're just putting on a mask. I don't know. I guess
they could have done the same thing with when the flu's like the.
You're right. You're definitely right.
Yeah, I mean look, the COVID series, this series of cold. Like I know we've talked about this a million times, but this series of virus has been out for 10 years now. It's just another series of it, and in fact, it's either man-made or the fact that these companies are trying to make like an all-around vaccine probably caused this thing when they were trying to make it or something. You know. Because it's all about the money, and it's all about pharmaceuticals. It's all about big pharma. That's what this is all about. It's not about control. It's not about all this other stuff. Might be about population control. But they kind of kill two birds with one stone. Population control, big pharma makes a lot of money. They all go drink together. They have a good time. That's what this is all about.
There was a cool. Greg had a cool hire side a few weeks ago with this researcher. I forget her name, but she really stumbled on a crazy thing like what the real point is and how. It's called like human capital markets where they're trying to, because of everything that's happened because of COVID, we're creating these like digital identities. It's like a social credit score times like 1 million, where the way like, did you ever see The Big Short before? About
that's
like the Wall Street crash or whatever.
Test, yeah, that's what the PCR test is supposed to be, DNA harvesting.
So it's so like the way people don't like understand stocks, and it's just people within the market just betting on these fictitious numbers that they create within the market itself. They're going to be doing that and building it around human capital, it's called, where it's like essentially it's our social credit score, but it's beyond that. It's like testing, and it's like all these things that will be valued on our like digital avatar of ourselves, like our digital identity, you know. And then we can't do anything if we're not, but then they bet on it. So they create like they create a whole new stock market, basically a whole new way to share, to spread the billions around amongst each other, a whole new way to like make billions. It's a whole new market, like a completely new paradigm. It's a really
oh yeah, that's definitely
I highly recommend it. It's if Pajo's listening, you should try to get her on the show. It's really trippy. It's like I haven't been resonating with all like the theories that have been coming out as to why this is happening like early in the pandemic, but this one really got to me. It's like this actually makes sense. Like it was human capital markets. People want to look that up. It's very trippy.
Well, somebody needs to make a New Year's resolution to like really bust out the truth when it comes to. I think that's going to happen. If I had to make a second prediction, that's what mine would be, where the actual truth comes out about COVID, the whole thing, like what happened, why it happened, the spoof, not the spoof, but the real agenda. Like it's probably going to be like Snowden. Snowden's already talked about it. Did y'all listen to him talk about it, about the COVID and everything? It's kind of interesting. He's already talked about it.
But it's like this. But the problem is people won't believe it. You know, like people are averse to conspiracy now. Like
I know my dad's the same way. Like every time I talk to him, he's like, "Well, everybody needs to wear a mask. Problem is they got all these damn conspiracy people, making everybody scared, And it's like
they're saying the Nashville bomber guy. Is like he was saying he's like an alien hunter and a conspiracy theorist. The guy who blew up that thing in Nashville on Christmas.
Yeah,
that's like that's just to paint him, just to paint him as a conspiracy nut.
Well, you're on the show tonight, so I'm not talking to you. So, like, he calls me up and he's like, listen, one of the freezers went down at the grocery store. And I'm like, which one? And he goes, I don't eat meat, man, but the whole meat freezer went down. What should I do here? So he's asking me what should I do? I'm like, you kidding me? Like, load it all up, man. Like, all of it. I said, did you touch it? Is it cold? It's still cold. He's like, yeah, dude, you could hear how excited his voice was. He's like, I got ribeyes, I got New York strips, I got beef, like grass-fed beef, ribeyes, steaks, every steak you can think, eggs. I'm like, put it all in the car, all of it. Like, all of it that you can. And so we're all going to be eating good around here. So at least that's what's going to happen, in New Year's for 2021. We're all going to be eating like kings. Well, at least I am. They keep eating vegetables down there, and they're black bean brownies or whatever those things are. I'm going to be eating ribeyes. So,
black bean brownies.
Hey, dude, you got to try one. They're good.
They're good?
Yeah, they taste just like a brownie. That's pretty good.
Oh, okay.
But I love you guys, man. I'm wondering why Pacho didn't get to, he called in. I went, I had to make a pee-pee. That's what I get. So.
It happens.
Dan, you got to take us
How much
out.
time we got?
We got like a minute. You guys, you got something you want to say?
I don't really got any. But no.
Why the hell did you ask
that?
that?
To try to get the writers of the show Sabrina on here. See what they're all about. This show is absolutely bonkers. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, there's new episodes out now, right?
It is unbelievable. Like, it's some like high level art. They're going for it. I don't know who it's for besides me, but it's ridiculous.
I'd probably tell you every symbol and everything it means, for sure.
It is insane. There's a lot. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a lot going on. We got black goo. We got all kinds of stuff happening in that show.
Yeah,
It's
and
wild.
if you want to, and it's seriously like Ryan's show that's coming on now.
He's got to watch it. I want him to watch it. So
is the one you need to listen to, the one that's about to come up, called 10 Years of Tribulation, Year of the Ox, Dragon, and the Beast. And he's going to be like busting out some symbolism and stuff that's coming down the pipe, because I could have brought him on my show and it would have been cool, but I'd rather like he do that. That's what he does. Oh my God. He needs to be syndicated. Y'all got to help me. Right. So here's what you do. If you want to help out, since like you're so stoked about it, calling into this show, if you really want to help, call your local radio station and tell them that we have everything they need to pick up the show. That's what you need to do. And you'll be helping out everybody here in 2021. Dan, I appreciate you coming on, dude. Anytime you can come on, I appreciate it.
Oh,
the
we
name of
didn't
the
talk
game is have
combustion.
peace in your brain. Stop talking over me, man. Fucking always does this shit. I'm like, come on, this is like the third time tonight. I'm like, shit.
I'm sorry, I'm crying right now.
Oh, Happy New Year's, people.
Happy New Year.
Love y'all.
Nightstocker, he's just a little overzealous, that's all. That's why I love him.
I love him too.
Jeez.
That's awesome.
All right. All right. We got to get out of here. Stop talking over me, man. Yeah. I can't believe you did that.